Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In today's video, as you can see, we are on the Paladin again. We're using his first weapon, the one that starts with the Binding Strike and Holy Fire. We've got ourselves Skill Mastery Ice, Sure-Footed, Generalist, Dash Mastery, Weapon Expert. We are on the highest curse intensity and we are running Overlord mode cycle. We are going into, I think this is either the second or the third one, I can't actually remember. I think we just finished the second one actually. But anyway, what this is we actually went and made a build that was, not recommended, but someone called Necrotic Sliver on the Discord wanted a little bit of help with this. He couldn't get past Overlord 2. He wanted a conversion build with Freezing Blow and Holy Fire. Conversion being that it transforms all stacks of Dazed into Disorientate and all Slow into Paralysis. So what we did is we went for Holy Fire, Freezing Blow, Chromatic Bolt for Generalist of course, Avalanche, my favorite skill in the game, for the Slow because of conversion. We got Lightning Bolt for the Dazed, just so that we get more Dazed for the Holy Fire, and then Exorcism because we are playing on Overlord Cycle 3 or whatever on high curse, so we do need the survivability. Now as you can see, I have died twice. It was unfortunately to our dear friend the Prophetess. She caught us with our pants down on her beam, and you know, obviously we just landed up dying. There was nothing we could really do. We got stuck on an object and therefore we get one shot. Now what's really cool here is, as you can see, we have actually a lot of damage modifiers, a lot of cast frequency, and a lot of area multicast. And then we also landed up, I mean, we've got a lot of these: Debilitating Poison, Poisonous Blood, Brutal Strikes. You're all gonna love me because I got those. Important ones for something like this though are there's only two of them that you really need. The first one is Impending Doom. So it's Doom to Dazed, so then you can change your Lightning Bolt if you wanted to. So you've got the Doom to Dazed, so you got more chance of applying Dazed. We've then got ourselves Hypothermia for the Slow to Fragility, and we've got Exposed Weakness, which isn't necessary, but it does help with more stacks, so therefore more damage. And then we're just running, we don't even have full crit chance. We got a decent amount of everything else. And yeah, so this is what it looks like if you've got all of those nice and multicast, all of the Doom to Dazed and everything like that for all of the above. But right now when we level up, we kind of just going into whatever we want. I do think we can get a lot more damage going. I do need a lot more damage because we're not really one-shotting the bosses. They do take quite a bit of time to deal with, and that's why I am getting a little bit of the death screen quite often. But I mean, this is what it looks like. As you can see, we do kind of destroy them, but they do have a lot more attack speed now because we are on Overlord 3, but it's not as bad as other Overlord cycles. However, we do have to fight 35 bosses in the whole round, but we will see how it goes. It should go okay as long as we start killing all of them and we dodge the Prophetess beam, because that little attack over there. She's probably our biggest problem, and if we can deal with her as quickly as possible, then we should be okay. But damage is looking pretty good. We did land up getting another Swift. So that is fantastic. Like I said yesterday in my video, you do want as much Swift as possible. I think we should go for the flat damage here instead of the multicast. We're going to try and get as much damage as possible. We can grab ourselves more of the magnetism because it helps at the early levels as well. And then we're going to grab that little bit of crits because we aren't on 100% just yet. And obviously it's just going to make Disorientate do even more and more damage. Obviously going for crit damage would be better, but again we do want like things like Chromatic Bolt, Snowballs and things like that to crit as well. So having the crit is definitely going to help. Now, the difference between, let's say, Endless and Overlord is Overlord, everything gets a lot more bosses, and I believe they scale a lot faster. Whereas with the Endless, it is slightly easier to go further, but I mean, I can be wrong, but that's how I believe it to be. Also, you don't get the increase in bosses per wave, where this per cycle, I mean, sorry. So this one, as you can see, we just killed a boss, another one 2 spawned. So we have to kill 7 bosses, I think it is now, per wave. Where you don't have to do that in Endless. Endless is going to be 5 bosses every time, regardless of what cycle you are on. Yeah, 4 bosses actually it might be. But I could actually be wrong there even, because I haven't played Endless since it was introduced. So I don't really remember much of it. I like doing the Overlord cycle instead. Getting your ass kicked by the monsters is always more fun. Alright, let's go more crits. We do need to hit that 100% cap. We can go multicast. Ooh. 1.3 seconds. It's gone to 1.2 seconds there. We're going to apply damage. More multicast. Going to grab that over there and a little bit of movement speed. So this is probably the only time I won't banish the armor and the block chance, because if we do get the blue ones and things like that, that little bit of extra damage reduction is possibly going to be the difference between you living or dying. As you can see as well, oh yeah, that's what the difference is. Okay, so the difference between Endless and Overlord is, as you can see, I only need 800 enemies for the next boss spawn. Where Endless, that doesn't change. It's always going to be the same amount of enemies per stage. Where in Overlord, the higher you go in the Overlord cycle, the less enemies you need to kill before you get the boss fights. I just remembered what the difference was. You got to keep moving, because these bosses, their attack speed is insane, and we don't really want to have to deal with them. I also think I'm at a point now where they're just going to keep spawning, because obviously we can't one-shot the bosses. So we're going to kill things faster than we kill the bosses, and therefore they're just going to keep spawning. It looks like we've got all of them spawned already, or it hasn't even shown us the message to say kill this many. But as you can see, permanently bosses are up. We're not going to go past this stage, unfortunately. We probably can, but yeah, we don't really want to right now. I just felt like showing everyone the build and how awesome it was. When you get the right upgrades, you can really make a build do fantastic things. So really, really cool build. I would like to see personally how far we can push it. So if you guys are interested, try the build out, see how far you can push it. Let me know what wave you got up to. I am available to speak on the YouTube comments as well as the community page, or even on the Discord servers. You can just at me and I'll respond anytime. Obviously, if I'm sleeping, I'm not going to wake up to respond. Alright, but as you can see, this is how crazy Overlord gets. We don't really have, I mean, we got a lot of damage. We got hit once then, we nearly died. So that is why we have our exorcism in this build. We don't really want to take those hits and die. We've just been running around in a circle here. So let's get some upgrades. We do need the movement speed. Go more damage. Damage is everything we're going to go for. Oops, I should have taken the damage there. Multicast, do we need more? Yeah, why not? Great damage, and we can get ourselves 90% crit, why not? Ooh, I nearly died there. If I didn't change direction as quickly as I did there, we would have been in the dead zone. Can't even collect their crystals because if I get too close to them, I am going to die. I don't have any revives left, so we can't risk it, unfortunately. We're just going to have to play it safe. We got a crystal there, gave us a couple of levels. There's the prophetess beam. As you can see, she has insane attack speed, so it nearly just one-shot us. But this is the last couple of bosses, actually. As you can see, I do see a purple crystal on the floor, so we're just going to keep running in a circle. We do have a lot more range than them, so we can survive this. Just don't do anything stupid, and we should be good. We've still got 5 more bosses, 4 more bosses, and as soon as it gets to like 1 or 2 bosses, I could say we're in the clear. Obviously, it depends who they are, but otherwise, I think we are in the clear right now. So again, I probably could do another another Overlord run. As you can see, it's not really difficult. It's more just about going through the red circles as strategically as possible and not getting hit by anything. Obviously, if you're going to get hit by something, you're probably going to die. So that is why a lot of people go for like the shield wall build to try and push the levels, because that allows you to tank a hit or 2 more than if you didn't have it. But there we go, only the Fallen Guardian left, and that should be it. Bam, done, all of them dead, and that was hectic. We're actually on 187 as a level. Let's just see what the last couple of levels give us. More crit, some more slow for the fragility. We didn't even have a 100% chance to critical strike enemies. That's pretty good to get, but obviously it's late for that. Otherwise, everything's looking good. Now, I wonder what skill dealt the most damage. But let's have a look. Holy fire. Holy damages. It did 5. What is that? Trillion damage. Holy moly. And obviously materials collected. We collected so many that it actually goes behind the restart button. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed this build. So thank you to Necrotic Sliver. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to the videos for more crazy videos like this. And always remember, keep safe, survivors. Until next time, cheers.